Class, our today's new topic is pulley. Class, a pulley is a simple machine by which the direction of the effort change to raise up a load. Class, in our daily life you see pulley in our surroundings. Like when you pull your bucket from the well, at that time you use pulley. Because class, when you directly pull any object, so because of gravity it's very difficult for us to lift that object. But if you use pulley, class, this is our pulley, and if we use pulley, then pulley give us that kind of comfort by which we can do our work very easily, and we are using our very less effort by which we can use or we can lift our load. So first you understand how the pulley works, and this is your load, which is bucket, and when you lift the bucket from the well, at that time class you pull the string. This is the string class, so you pull the string downwards and your load goes upwards. So it's very important class, your effort is always opposite to the load. So in pulley, the direction of the load and the direction of the effort is reversed. They are opposite to each other. If your load is lifting upside, your effort is going downside. If suppose class this bucket is too much heavy, then at that time sometimes you are sitting and you just pull the string downwards. It means the direction of the effort is always going downwards and your load is going upwards. And the mechanical advantage, the formula you all know, load upon effort. In ideal pulley there is no friction, so it means whatever load you have, you make the equal effort, so your mechanical advantage is 1. So ideal pulley means class when there is no friction. When friction is 0, then we can say this is ideal pulley. But class, in our daily life we all know friction is not 0. But if there is a condition when you have a friction 0, at that time your effort is equal to the load. So load and effort are equal at that time, so your answer is 1. But in our daily life friction is not 0, so your whatever load you have to make a more effort to lift the load, because you have to work against friction also. Because class here, so this string is also joined with this metallic disc, so when you pull the string, at that time it rub with this disc, and because of the contact of this disc and this string, definitely there is a friction. And if there is a friction, then at that time you have to work against the friction also. So if your effort is more than load, then definitely, if your effort is more than load, suppose your load is 10 and your effort is more than 10, then definitely your answer is less than 1. So it means class, if your mechanical advantage is less than 1, so this is the actual mechanical advantage for pulley. So your mechanical advantage is always less than 1 for pulley. Class, our next topic is wheel and axle. A wheel and an axle is also a simple machine. It consists of either a wheel attached to an axle or two wheels of different diameters. Either your wheel is attached with an axle, this is your axle and this is your wheel. So wheel and axle, in your wheel and axle machine class, either you have only one wheel and axle, this is your axle, and either you have a wheel of different diameter. It means class, this is a larger wheel and this is a smaller wheel. So this is attached with a rod, so this is also known as wheel and axle. So this is your wheel, the larger wheel is your wheel and the smaller wheel is your axle in this time. So class, it's very important, if you have two wheels, then the smaller wheel is behave like axle, and if you have only single wheel, at that time this rod is behave like an axle. So class, this is the best example of wheel and axle, the screwdriver. Here class, you can see there is a difference in this part and this part of this screwdriver. You can see class, this contain a very high diameter as compared to this part. So it contains very less diameter, or you can say this is a rod, this is a wheel which has a very high diameter. So whenever we want to open any screw at that time, class, we are not using too much force, we just rotate this. But class, you can see the rotation. If I rotate it with a very less force, then it creates very high force here. With the help of this, you can open any kind of screw. This is also a screwdriver, but I remove the axle part. I remove this axle part from here, and if I want to open any kind of screw from this, for open the screw I have to make a very high force because our diameter is very less, and maybe we are not able to open that screw because we have to make a very high force from back side. So class, with the help of wheel we can make force very easily, and with the very less force we can open that screw. But here class, if your wheel is very less or maybe same as the axle, at that time it's very difficult for you to open that screw. So wheel and axle is very important for our daily life. And you can see class, steering wheel is also the example of wheel and axle. You all know, if this is your axle and your wheel is also like same class, then it's very difficult for you to hold your car with this wheel. But class, if you attach a larger diameter, or you can say wheel here, then it's very easy for you to hold the steering. And this is the water tap class. You all know how water tap works. In your water tap, if this is your axle and if there is no wheel, then it's very difficult for you to open and close the tap. But if you have that kind of wheel, then with the help of this you can easily close and open the water tap.